Today's Cowboys Report is presented by Conzuri. Tired of feeling insecure about your height? Conzuri makes shoes and up to 2.8 inches to your height discreetly. Get 15% off on top of their up to 30% sale at Conzuri.com/chat when you use promo code chat. We're breaking down the latest Cowboys rumors and news on today's show. We begin with that's a fairly juicy one. It's on Dalvin Cook, as multiple Cowboys outlets have explored adding Dalvin Cook if he's cut by the Vikings. There's one big but involved here in terms of the feasibility of the immediate release, but there have been rumors really for months now, since the year ended, around the Vikings possibly cutting or trading Dalvin Cook. You know, they re-signed Alexander Mattison. They drafted another running back. The numbers don't add up there, and they'd save most of his $11 million salary in the event they were to cut him. Now, the problem here is a couple of days ago, Justin Cohen tweeted this out. Per source, after stalled trade conversations, the Vikings have told Dalvin Cook he'll be released following the June 1st designation, blah, blah, blah. Two big issues here. Number one, and this is the biggest, why are we falling for the bad boy of scoops? This got picked up by a lot of different media outlets and treated as an actual report. This is not. This is a parody bit troll account who got multiple different Cowboys reporters off sides for a fake tweet. Now, look, Dalvin Cook could be cut. That has been a possibility for a while. But we can't be treating the bad boy of scoops as a real source. That's not what this is. And trade's not going to happen because of the contract for Dalvin Cook, by the way. In the event he is released, there are concerns. Look at the yards per carry. 5.1 is elite. That is about as good as you're going to find on a 300 carry sample size. Historically, though, the fall off after 300 carry seasons is significant, and that is exactly what we saw the past 2 years. Dalvin Cook 4.7, still good. 4.4, it's not bad. It's solid, but it's a trend. It is a trend of 0.3 or 0.4 yards per carry dropping off each year. I am concerned, given the workload, given the contract, given the overall value, that Dalvin Cook's numbers are going to continue to regress. Rushing yards over expected. This is on a per carry basis. It's a next-gen stat. 0.81, awesome. You're averaging almost a full yard better than what you're supposed to be. That means you're breaking tackles, finding creases, getting more than what is blocked for you. 0.34, that's still solid. It's above average. Minus 0.16 was pretty much a career low for Dalvin Cook. All of these things scream regression, not what he was in his prime. So I'll go some more on Dalvin Cook here, but I want to hear from you guys first in the comments section. Would you sign Dalvin Cook in the event he's cut? S for sign, P for pass. It's the pinned comment on today's video. So if the ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. S for sign, P for pass. If it's the old cheap one-year deal, sure, I've got some interest in there. If he wants to take that $11 million base salary, play for like 3 or 4, I can get on board with that. I do not expect prime Dalvin Cook. I don't think you're going to get that guy. But if I can get 4.2 yards per carry-ish on a $3 million deal and lighten the workload for Tony Pollard and feel just more confident in my running back room, I'm open to that. But I'm not paying him $11 million per year, and I'm not guaranteeing him a bunch of long-term stuff because I am concerned that Dalvin Cook, the player, is simply not what he once was. Today's Cowboys Report is presented by Conzuri. If you're tired of feeling a bit insecure about your height, we have some short kings here at the Chat Sports office, like Jeremy, for example. Conzuri makes shoes that add to 2.8 inches to your height discreetly. Women get heels, makeup, push-up bras, and men deserve a confidence boost too. Conzuri is not only height boosting, but stylish and comfortable. I love the next ones coming up on screen, by the way. These just look fresh to me. These are not Grandpa's ugly Velcro shoes. They are fashionable shoes that can receive compliments even without the height increase. Perfect dress shoes, by the way. If you're at a wedding and you want to have some game there, yeah, exactly. Deuce Vaughn, perfect for Conzuris. The height insoles are built into the shoes, making them the ultimate height hack. For a limited time, Conzuri is offering you guys an exclusive discount of 15% on top of up to 30% site-wide discount. Use code CHAT at Conzuri.com/ to get the 45% off. Upgrade your shoe game and boost your confidence at CONZURI.com/chat. Links in the comment section and in the description of today's show. Micah Parsons next up here after we're having the same conversation we had, whatever it was, 2 weeks ago, but now we got Dan Quinn chiming in with exactly what we had said in the past. Dan Quinn at the rookie minicamp was trying to clarify Micah's role and what Micah had said versus what had been reported, etc. What Micah said was he wanted to add a few pounds to hold up better at defensive end, and that got shifted into, he's playing defensive end full time, which he kind of already was. Here's what Dan Quinn had to say. He's a pass-rushing linebacker. If you ever need position changes, come to me. What I think he was probably trying to say is, I'm really emphasizing some pass rush into my offseason, which is true. Parsons' role hasn't actually changed. It's what it was last year. The Cowboys kind of lucked into this, where they drafted him as a linebacker first, and wow, he's actually a great passer. Let's do more of that. His role is still going to be roughly, give or take, plus or minus injuries, situations, whatever, be about 80% at defensive end. He'll still get to stand up. He'll still get moved around, but his value comes from being a pass rusher. That is where he maximizes his ability. It's not dropping into coverage or even just being a normal run stopper. It's getting after the quarterback. And by the way, this is not new. This is what his role was in the past. The concern was, he kind of wore down a little bit last year. That's the whole goal of adding the 5 to 7 pounds. That's the purpose. He's not going to suddenly not be moved around anymore, but he's also going to continue to be utilized as a predominant pass rusher because that's where he's great at. That's why the over-under is 13.5 sacks. That's his career high. Will he break it or come in just under it? O for over, U for under. What's your sack prediction for Micah Parsons? Go ahead and sound off for us in the comment section of today's show. O for over or U for under. You can sound off right now. Let's move to kicker here, as special teams coach John Fossil says the Cowboys are still looking for competition at the kicker position, which is a bit of a, duh. I don't think anyone here, media, fans, casual observers, really believe that Tristan Vizcaino is the long-term option, even though he's on the roster, which kind of makes him the most overlooked man on the team. But this is exactly what John Fossil had to say. Well, we've got Tristan on the roster. I think anybody else on earth who's not on the team right now is under consideration. Anybody bringing here has got to compete with Tristan. Man, the entire planet Earth is under consideration. Now, that is not a vote of confidence in the current kicker. Even Jeremy, I guess technically you're under consideration too. Now, Fossil did mention 4 vets. That was Robbie Gould, Mason Crosby, Ryan Suckup as well. Also kind of left the door open a little bit for Brett Maher, but I think the ownership has maybe more closed the door on that front there. And the comment was really more of, we know who the vets are. So not like these are the only things they've looked at, but those are the 3 biggest names that are out there that have been looked at in the end. It's not a surprise. The Cowboys have to get a kicker. We all know. It's a matter of when, not if, they add a kicker. I would assume it comes more through the veteran market there. What I don't want this team to do is panic. I don't want them to make a panic, we missed the kickers. 3 years, $5 million per year for Robbie Gould. Terrible idea. I think the Cowboys, even if maybe the individual results in that one playoff game against the Bucs haven't been what we wanted, I think they've handled the kicker spot the past calendar year perfectly well. They did not draft somebody. They signed a UDFA who they liked, who was bad. They cut him. They moved on. They found a cheap, very good option. They did not overcommit, overinvest into the kicker market. I think that is the proper path to go here. Whether it's, Robbie Gould's not the same guy. Mason Crosby's not the same guy. Maybe it's Ryan Suckup. Maybe they wait for Nick Folk to get cut. I don't think panic move is the right way to go about it, but I do have faith this team and Bones also can find a kicker in the right situation. So they'll add a kicker. Just don't panic and sign one immediately.